I'm not dead yet, and welcome back to the survival series. In this episode, we're getting right to business building our market square within my survival world. This new area of our ever-growing town near a Sweetberry Snowglobe is complete with automatic and semi-automatic farms, a Shulker Box Warehouse, trading halls, market stalls, and a beacon shrine dead center in the middle. Anyways, let's get started. So flying over here is where we're going to begin this episode, and this is where our market square is going to be, right where we built our slime farm in the last episode. But yeah, this thing has been really efficient as we now have a substantial amount of slime balls already, which is really awesome. But the first thing we need to do this episode, and thank you to this Enderman for reminding me, is that we need to go to our end dimension and start building our Wither Rose farm, so that way we can build the beacon shrine right in the middle of where our market square is going to go. Man, I forgot how cool this place was with these shaders. First things first, I need to get rid of this. You know what's really funny is that all the little like little towers and stuff from the dragon fight are still here. Alright, so we need to set this thing up. I think we're facing north. So the ladder has to go somewhere over here, and then it has to face this way. Jeez. I didn't even look at you. That's what you get. Alrighty, so with the rose farm complete, I also added in over here a lot of eggs and some splash potions of poison so that we can actually get the wither roses. And now we just have to kill the wither itself to get the nether star for the actual beacon for the beacon shrine. I'm also building this farm in advance so that way eventually I can make my wither skeleton farm, as that will be very useful on this world considering how far we have progressed. And I don't know if I'm willing to make that, because it's a lot of work in order to make a farm like that. Alright, let's go ahead and start spawning these guys in. Alright, I think that's enough. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my sound down because this guy's really loud. Let's go ahead and get our poison. I think 3 is enough. I think we'll see. There we go. Spare my ears here. Alright, let's go grab the skulls. Spawn them in. So, this guy, if we hit him, he's gonna glitch through, so we just gotta make sure not to hit him, and we should be good. There we go. So we have a ton of wither roses already. Just gonna scoop these guys up. So this guy is just gonna suffocate in the wall. We can stay around here and collect drops and stuff. but we can't actually like hit him, or else he's just gonna glitch through the end altar portal up there. But yeah, this thing definitely works. And now we just wait until it dies. Hey, we got a nether star already. Alright, so now we can actually start working on our beacon shrine. We can go back and start working on that and build the central point for our market square. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're all done here. I have everything double checked, triple checked. Alright, let's go back. What up, bud? Alright, let's go ahead and craft our beacon. Boom. And then I want to also make some end crystals and then put those on top of some of the pillars on our shrine. I'll probably end up placing those after we complete the market square, just so that way the phantoms don't accidentally run into them at nighttime, just crash into them and explode, because if one of them explodes, all four of them are going to explode at the same... Oh, hello. But yeah, anyways, let's begin building our beacon shrine where this cobblestone marker is in the ground. Yep, get the emerald blocks going, get the emerald blocks flowing. Alrighty, moment of truth. Boom. Yes, sir. Man, this thing looks so good. What I could actually do right now is I could use 2 emeralds and use them for my beacon abilities. And I can use those to build the rest of the market square. Use haste, obviously. Do that, and then we're going to do regen. Boom. But yeah, aside from not having the end crystals on top of the pillars just because of how annoying the phantoms are, this thing looks absolutely sick. What I then did after we got our beacon shrine done was that I began terraforming the surrounding area by flattening out the space at the Y level where both our slime farm and beacon shrine sit on. Yo, this place looking kind of flat. Over here I added a deep slate brick wall that runs all the way across just to add a little bit more detail. So what we actually have to do now is we need to begin building our chorus fruit farm. So that way we have end rods for the rest of the project. But yeah, this should be very resourceful, so that way I don't have to go in and out of the end dimension to get chorus flowers and chorus fruit anymore, just to make a large stock of them. And I'm thinking of building this out of cherry wood, and I've already begun putting cherry trees in my tree farm, because the tree farm should actually, it's supposed to have wood types that I don't have access to for miles, and I can just pick up spruce from about anywhere on this world. But yeah, we're gonna head over to a cherry blossom biome to start gathering resources for that. Alright, let's go. Oh, Shebo. Man, there is just like pink petals just like everywhere. Like, it's so cool. What the heck? You have a sword? Nah, get out of here. Alright, so I have about 4 stacks of wood. And I think I want to try and build like a nether portal here and then mark it so that way I can eventually connect it in my nether later on. Alright, let's hop in and mark the cords. Whoa, that is not that is not it. Alright, screenshot those. Alright, let's head back. Alright, back home, let's start first putting together the chorus fruit farm and putting together some of the other materials we're going to need to build our market square. So, we finally got started on working on the main builds within our market square region by first doing the exterior of our chorus fruit farm. Obviously, we used a lot of cherry wood types for the exterior, and I also kind of fused together some Japanese styles as well, especially for the tower roof on the right side, along with the Nordic aesthetic we're accustomed to building on this world. Aside from all the redstone stuff in order to power this farm semi-automatically, the interior of our chorus fruit farm really wasn't anything special. I also didn't realize how big this was going to be after first building it up in my test world, so as you may have realized by now, we ended up building this in a different spot within our market square area than where I was originally going to have it before. But all in all, this actually turned out to be one of my favorite individual builds that I have done on this world because of how unique it is to the normal aesthetic. Wowee, this looks fantastic. So now that we have this, we can now start to harvest chorus fruit without actually going back and forth in and out of the end. So that way we can continue gathering end rods for future projects on this world alongside with our blaze farm that I set up in the nether over the course of the winter months off camera. So as you can probably imagine, this farm is now very essential to have because end rods are basically a commodity. But yeah, pretty essential farm that was much needed for this world and a good fit for this little area of the town over here. And another essential build that we need to get started on over here within this hill is going to be our Shulker Box Warehouse. Initially, I had no plan going in because we had the challenge of building this thing sticking out of a hill to begin with. After we cleared a small chunk in the hill, it was time to do the roof. We ended up building something similar to our butcher trading hall, but just with different size dimensions. We then had to terraform the top of that hill where the roof sticks out at, and then it was time to do the rest. I ended up going with an end city structure type of vibe because that's where our shulkers in order to craft our shulker boxes originated from. This build that was much needed for our world turned out better than I anticipated, especially within the interior. Alrighty, time to grab all of the other empty shulker boxes that I've been keeping up here in my house and put it down in our Shulker Box Warehouse. So easy enough, I managed to move all the empty shulker boxes that I'm unable to keep in my house anymore into this place, and I'm definitely going to add more shulker boxes into here in the future. And that is our Shulker Box Warehouse pretty much done for the most part. It looks absolutely fantastic from the inside and out. The next thing I have on the itinerary for this episode is going to be our 2 trading halls for this area. One is going to be a farmer's trading hall, and then the other one is going to be a shepherd's trading hall. So we're probably going to build the shepherd's trading hall first because that one's going to be the largest of the 2, but the farmer's trading hall is kind of like the same predicament as the chorus fruit farm here, is that we actually have to go to a biome that we haven't explored before, and that's going to be a mangrove swamp biome. Coordinates say it's this way, well past our world spawn point, so let's go. These trees are like stupidly tall for no reason. I feel like I have a good amount of mangrove wood now, and just like for our cherry blossom biome, we need to set up a nether portal where all of these torches are outlined right here. This looks pretty good. Go light it and screenshot the cords in the nether. So that way I can set it up for later. Alright. Boom. So that's on the nether. Alright, let's go back. This portal is actually in a savanna biome as well that also faces the mangrove swamp going this way. So it's pretty useful to actually put it in that spot because now I can actually get resources from both biomes that I don't have access to. Alright, so I re-recorded the coordinates for the biome on my chords sheet. Let's go ahead and head home. Where are we going? It is... this way. We're back. Home sweet home. Now that I had all the resources to build both trading halls, it was time to start building the exterior of our Shepherd's Trading Hall. For this build, I fused two of my prior designs together, which were my Shepherd's House that I also built this past winter, and the main frame to our Villager Breeder outhouse. Like our Shulker Box Warehouse, I didn't have an initial design plan for building the Shepherd's Trading Hall either, and it ended up turning into the largest new addition for our Market Square region. Next was building the exterior of our Farmer's Trading Hall. As you may have guessed, we used a lot of mangrove wood we got from exploring our mangrove swamp biome, and we ended up building a small tower design. Now that both exteriors were done, it was time to get all the villagers we needed inside both trading halls. For the Shepherd's Trading Hall, it really wasn't difficult transporting all the villagers we needed to be within it. However, trying to get them in the Farmer's Trading Hall was something that I quickly realized was well out of my comfort zone because I never built like a tower-based trading hall before. So it ended up being quite a challenge for me, which took a very long and unnecessary 5 to 6 hours to complete. After the Farmer's Trading Hall was thankfully done, we then moved to do some interior work on the ceiling within our Shepherd's Trading Hall, which turned out pretty good. I can now say that this place is starting to come together, which is pretty magnificent. The interiors of the trading halls look absolutely sick as well. I do have additional storage areas across multiple places throughout the town on this world, particularly downtown. I also plan to max out all of these villagers in both trading halls eventually. So now I need to fill in this space over here next to the slime farm. And I'm thinking of building a villager house that we haven't built yet, which is a cartographer's house for buying and selling maps. We have a cartographer trading hall within the grand library all the way over there, but we don't have like an actual like villager house yet for the cartographer. So it's going to be a pretty fitting build to also put within a market square as well. Surprisingly, we ended up with a lot of oak wood for this build, only adding to the funkiness within this new part of my town. As you probably just saw in the time lapse, I screwed up on the tower portion of the exterior compared to what I built up in my test world, because the roof is so tricky to make. We ended up building like a wizard's hat roof for the tower of our cartographer's house, similar to what we have for our landmark clock tower, but just a smaller version of that. This new house design looks really, really good for the cartographer's house. What I also did on the back over here is I also added a nice little fireplace as well, just for some extra detail. What are you guys doing? For the interior, there's really not much to it other than me just trying to fill in the space within this place, which looks really, really nice. Up here, there's really nothing up here except for like empty barrels and cobwebs. Hello, sir. What are you doing up here?
Kill the demon.
Run away. What? I really don't know what that guy's problem is. Referring to me in such a rude manner. Look at him, you can even see him through the fenced window walking around up there. So anyways, all of the main builds within our market square area are now done. And we're going to move on to some of the more additional things that I want to build up in this area to make it more immersive. And what would a market square be without market stalls? That way we can have other villager professions for bartering as well. Our Shulker Box Warehouse is already proving to be really essential for this world already. Is this some Illuminati shit? What's going on here? Yo, I need to find the Enderman that did this. This is kind of funny. So we ended up building 4 market stalls in total. The first being one for a butcher by our Sweetberry Snowglobe. A common theme that you're going to see for all of these is that they're very aesthetically compact while using different materials to represent each one. Across the path to the right of the Chorus Fruit Farm, we built a market stall for a leather worker. Then we built one for a fisherman on the other main entry path into the market square by our Shepherd's Trading Hall and the Sweetberry Snowglobe. There were quite a bit of obscure materials used for this one and a lot of extra detailing done in comparison to all the other market stalls. Finally was a market stall for yet another fisherman. This one we built by the exit path near the Farmer's Trading Hall and our slime farm. Market stalls look awesome. This place is a lot more immersive now, which is amazing. So the last thing we need to get done for our market square is to redo the pathways within here. I want to have like a much bigger area with this design that we did for this inner ring here for our beacon shrine, but also on the outer ring as well. Some extra detailing like around the perimeter and stuff, and then to put our end crystals on the top of our towers on the beacon shrine. I'll also probably lure some of my cats into here as well, so that way I can fend off some of the phantoms at nighttime from crashing into the end crystals, and then any other creepers that decide to roam within the area as well. As we finished up the hub area around the beacon shrine, we then began to do some additional detailing around our market square to give it more life. I ended up building another market stall by the Chorus Fruit Farm and our Shulker Box Warehouse, this time for a librarian. We then went over to our friends at the Cozy Cat Cabin to eventually lure some of my cats over into our market square area. As said before, this is so that they can be the sole protectors of guarding the beacon shrine from any phantoms, creepers, and other monsters that are just not welcome. We then grabbed our end crystals and placed them on top of the pillars of our beacon shrine, and just like that, here's what our market square finally looked like. Dun-dun-dun-dun. So I think aside from our grand library, this project took me about the longest to make. This kind of feels like a small mega base in a way, and it looks really cool, especially at night. I also apologize for not uploading videos at all on this channel within the past couple of months because I've been heavily focused and really busy on my academics. And on that note, I recently just graduated from college with a monster load of academic accolades, but I was working on the Market Square project behind the scenes, but I just wasn't working on it all that much. I think some of the earlier footage for making this video actually date back to like February or something, because I've just been focused on trying to graduate from school. But anyways, that wraps up this beast of a build, which looks absolutely breathtaking. We'll obviously go over it again when I get around to making the 2-year world tour, But yeah, that is our market square. Time to really mint up our tools after this project, oh my goodness. Going up to the old idea book in our grand library, as in the next episode, we're going to be venturing to a trial chamber, which just came out in the new Minecraft 1.21 update. So that's going to be a very action-packed episode for sure, as I already have a lot of ideas in mind to make that video for the survival series. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. I hope you all enjoyed this episode if you got this far, as it took me a ridiculously long time to make. Please be sure to hit the like button, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe if you're new, as a large percentage of my viewers aren't actually subscribed. Public Discord is in the description below, as I'll now be more active making videos for you guys on this channel. And with that, I will see you all in the next episode when we venture into a brand new trial chamber. As always, take care.